Hello everyone, I'm Riley King and welcome to this special here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. The New Orleans. Talking about New Orleans a decade after Hurricane Katrina. People often reach for Bible describing an economic and culture resurrection. Helped by billions in recovery money, beyond by volunteers and driven by the gift of its own citizens, the city is enjoying a reforms from schools to policing to community engagement and water management are in progress, buttressing people against the next monster storm. But in the same breath, people also point to the many left behind. This New Orleans is winter and more expensive, and blocks still suffer society ills, disappointment, especially in the chronically negotiably lower Ninth Ward, a bastion of black home ownership before the flood waters wells failed. A lot of folks say things are much better, the economy is so improved, and other people are going to say it is so much worse, said Allison Player at the Data Center, a think tank in the city, and both those realities are true. Kristen swamped 80% of New Orleans with polluted water up to 20 feet deep. More than 105,000 from Louisiana died. The National Hurricane Center reported a year later hospitals and police were overwhelmed. The economy shut down. Survivors felt abandoned. Many evacs didn't return. It seemed like the death below the city already suffering from crime, racist poverty, corruption, and neglection. New Orleans is the national treasure, where African Americans, French, Spanish, and Caribbean traditions had mixed for nearly 3 centuries. Could the people who create its unique forms of music, food, and fun survive such devoted? Could they thrive? We're still standing, said Janice Moody, a young black woman enjoying a free concert featuring the Rebirth Brass Band. What's clear is that the people of New Orleans are a resilient people. The city has recovered nearly 80% of its pre-storm population. Most public schools are being run as private charter, and the graduation rate has jumped, although criticism abounds. The old charity hospitals, a first and last resort for the unreserved, has been replaced by glamoring new University Medical Center, Louisiana Armstrong Airport, where thousands tried to flee in August 2005, now handles more passengers than before Katrina. There are more restaurants, new businesses opened 64% faster than the national average. Sale revenue this year is up. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie bought a French Quarter mansion and built a new housing part of a wave of up to 40,000 new residents. Taliani Professor Richard Campola Estate, countless Europos, young urban renewal professors, and millions for the recovery and insurance money too. What seemed like a kind of Yiddish discover, Bamaha said at the lunch pad. Co-working space meant to faster community. Co-founder Chris Chazot said the storm characterized people who stuck around to really care about the city. And ultimately we need to change, said New Orleans native Brooke Butterdark's operation manager at Ink Circle food grocery store near Tiermer, neighborhood that calls itself the birthplace of jazz. Once Criterion almost exclusive to black customers, the flooded grocery store finally reopened last year, responding to an influx of Hispanic and whites by adding Tams and organic produce to New Orleans staple like Camilla red beans. That does it for the new New Orleans special right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye, everyone.